Don't play with me!
This is what is known as a Super Saiyan that is essentially
Yerp, I'm back with another video. We're covering EX Borgos and the rest of the Team Bardock. Not the whole thing, but a few of the members. I didn't get Shugesh, so I'm focusing on solely Borgos because he's a new member. And I got him at max stats because obviously it's Ultimate Battle, so it's not clickbait, guys. Take it in. But just a little visual representation for you guys, showing all the stats clearly, but you can go look at it yourself as well, so I don't want to waste too much time. But throughout the video I'm going to be talking about it, so let's get into it. So like I said, we're doing the 7+ stars or the 14 stars, 7 red, whatever you want to call it. Borgos is actually pretty good, but he felt underwhelming in my usage. Like, he's better in terms of strike, so his strike arts are 224k, blast arts 213k, defenses are pretty decent as well, the same as Bardock, similar, 156 and 153. He carries one of each card to strike and blast. His cards don't do anything, blast and strike, but his special move, it deals major impact damage, 15% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. That's pretty good considering that he favors in strike damage. And then his special skill, 20% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions for allied tag Team Bardock. So pretty much he's only a unit that you really want to use with Team Bardock. If you don't have Shugesh, or you don't really need Shugesh, you might have Tora or Fasha, I believe. If you have any of them two, then I do recommend using this unit, but I wouldn't say for a practical purpose. It's more of a fun thing. He's not like one of them broken EXs or anything like that, but he is a very good unit, I would say. Better than most of the outdated Sparkins, I'm not gonna lie. But going into his main ability now, I activated this pretty early on because I did get worked a bit. 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, restores own health by 10%, and restores allied tag Team Bardock by 15%. Now I wasn't too fussed about the allies, but I held a bit of damage with Borgos, so I had to activate it early on, but it did give me a damage inflicted, so that's pretty useful. And you only need 10 timer counts to pass. But his Z ability now, when you get him to 7 red, 28% to Saiyan blast defense and 28% to Bardock base blast attack. So Bardock members are getting 2 buffs. And then he has 2 unique abilities, a Desperate Cry and Giant Saiyan. The first one, Desperate Cry, 40% to damage inflicted when at least one ally is defeated. And then the second one applies the following effects to allies when this character is defeated: restores health by 20, 50% to key recovery, and 20% to damage inflicted by tag Team Bardock. You can pretty much expect everything to buff Team Bardock. Giant Saiyan reduces damage received by 40% until combo ends when changing cover. 3+ the own substitution count when activated, which is kind of let down, but whatever. Considering but you reduce the damage received, so it's kind of like Piccolo. When you cover change, you don't take as much damage because of who he is. But the last bit at the bottom, it says reduces damage received by 10% when this character enters the battlefield if tag Team Bardock other than this character is a battle member. So at least if you have one Team Bardock member, then you'll be pretty good with those cover changes when using Borgos. Tora on this team, he was pretty good as well, but I'd say they're only good together. Like, I feel like I'm gassing them more than I should, but if you separate them, I tell you they're gonna be the weakest links ever. together, because obviously the new tag that's released, they work well together, obviously, because the Z abilities go insane, and I'm working at 7 red, but I wouldn't recommend at all using them separately. Like Tora's main ability is pretty good, but it's only specific to Freezer Force, and then his unique abilities are pretty good, but it's only when using Bardock, which I have it in this video, but I should have done more gameplays, if anything, to actually show that off. It says 40% to blast damage inflicted when character Bardock is battle member, so if you have 2 Bardocks, Tora's gonna do a lot. And if he's defeated, when Bardock's defeated, you get 80% blast damage, so Tora's gonna do a lot for EX unit. But I'd suggest not to use them separately, because not gonna do nothing separately, honestly. But then going into Fasha, I feel like she was worse than Tora, not gonna lie. But it says here 50% to strike damage of allied character Bardock. So when this character switches to standby, so Bardock's gonna do a lot of damage if you switch her in, switching Bardock from her. But they're both red. I'm talking about the new Bardock as well. I don't expect people to be using the old one. So referring to the new one, they're both red, so that's kind of a letdown. And the second one is inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade 30% when defeated. Now I feel like that's a useful one, because it doesn't specify to any specific tag. Like, it's not only Team Bardock members that would get this buff. So any other units that you'd be using, if she dies, the enemy is the one that takes the fall, because they get a debuff. But pretty much overall, I don't see myself ever using this team again, not gonna lie. These are not units that are gonna last in the meta very long. That's my prediction, but that's what I feel as well. Maybe Bardock, but these EXs will definitely die out when some more EXs release. Overall, it was fun using this team, I'm not gonna lie. Bardock makes it definitely fun. And then I didn't really like using Borgos that much, so I switched them out for Tora and Fasha in this game. But overall, it was an alright experience. But I don't really have that much more to say. This is my 3rd video today, and I'm actually gonna make another one. I'm on a little streak today, but you'll tell by the intro if you watch the other. But time to do a little outro. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 1,500 subscribers. Gotta thank you guys again, because we hit 1,300 subscribers today. We're going straight up. I got big things coming, so you're gonna want to be here, because we're only going straight up. Like, come on, press the subscribe button if you haven't. Besides from that, I'm not too fussed about likes, but definitely leave a comment. I like the interaction with you guys. That's where the key things are. Like, if you guys let me know what you want, you'll get it, basically. Closed mouths don't get fed. That's something I always say. Maybe not on video, but in person with my friends and whatnot, I say that often. Closed mouth don't get fed. So if you want something, leave a comment. I'll definitely make a video on it. It might take a while depending on what type of time you ask. Like, if you ask me probably today, you probably won't get it for a while, because I'm working on other things as well. But I will definitely get to your video eventually, especially if it's just like a PvP request. But certain things I might do faster than others, depending on what it is, if I feel like it can help a lot more people. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say for this video. Hopefully you've been enjoying the video, and you continue to enjoy this video. This is the last gameplay, I'll let you know that for free. But yeah, besides from that, guys, again, hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I'll take care of it. Aim! Bullet! I will destroy Don't play with me! I've seen a lot better.